is green. Can't you see? We all know the lyrics of that song. We love the music track by that popular musician and photographer T.Y. Bello. And in that track, the woman gave us a lot of beautiful things about Nigeria. You understand? A lot of ideas, a lot of the opportunities. But to the best of my knowledge, we love singing the track actually, but yet, we've not really been following most of what the the words of the music usually preach. Well, in this session, that is agribusiness session with Nivat Farms and Foods, I'm going to be introducing to you a full course on how you can go into agribusiness and make use of the opportunities that we have on our streets here in Nigeria. See, sometimes ago, I was listening to an interview on one of the popular station with one of our professors in this country, and the man said something. He said, I wish my country never had oil. We would have been a better country than we are right now. And to me, that is a very perfect quote. You understand? I didn't mean we have not been able to discover oil. Most of the things that we are passing through in this country, we might not really be experiencing it. You understand? Nigeria is a land of opportunities. Our streets are full of profitable business ideas that are yet to be tapped into. And if you ask me seriously that okay, what's the best opportunity right now? I will tell you agribusiness is one of the most beautiful business idea. You understand what I mean? That is agriculture is the best. See, I was told long time ago that before the discovery of the oil, agriculture sustains our economy in this country. But immediately when this issue of oil came to market, we ignore this section that has been the backbone. You understand? That has been the backbone of our major source of income. Then we follow the white collar job. I think anyway, thank God we are now coming back. You understand now? So you might be looking at okay, what's the way out? What are the things that can really do in agriculture? What can I really invest my money into? Which type of farming can I really engage myself and make a serious money, as in create wealth through it? So that is the purpose of this course. You understand? That's the purpose of this section with Nivat Farms and Food. So in case you are listening to me for the first time, my name is Adewale Ademiluyi. You understand? I am from Ilesha, that is in Osun State. And as I'm talking to you, by the grace of God, I own Nifat Farms and Food Nigeria Limited. You understand? We base here in Owo. So that's far as my introduction is concerned. So without wasting much of our time, I will let us quickly go into the discussion of the day. That is introduction to agribusiness. See, a lot of people has been really asking this question. I really want to go into agribusiness. Really, federal government has been giving us some, heads up that okay, this is the best way to go right now. This is what we need to do. But still, some of us we don't really have the idea. You understand about how this thing works. See, when we're talking of agribusiness, actually, we are not talking about the old way of doing agriculture. We are not talking of farming of old and cutlasses. You understand? We are talking of agribusiness in a modern way, in a new way. You understand that if we invest money into it right now, it's going to multiply. You understand? If we should look at our forefathers, the way they are doing it, which is makes them to live below the average. You understand? Now, What they do then is they go to farm. You understand now? They just farm the only one that they and they and their family is going to eat. You understand what I'm saying? Just me and my family, just to sustain. You understand? Low class agriculture then. But now, this time around, we are calling on everybody, both you and I, to come into this. Put in the money, using the modern technology. You understand? To build this nation economy through agriculture. So if you are asking me actually that, okay, I'm ready to go into this, or I'm still even really planning to go into this, but what are those things that I can invest my money into? So I will be dishing out some beautiful and profitable agribusiness idea. That will be the second part on this channel as well. But before we go into that, let me quickly discuss with you what agribusiness really is. That is, what is agribusiness? In my own definition here, agribusiness is a type of farming done purposely for profit using modern tools and technology. You understand? From this definition above, you can see that agribusiness is a type of farming or a business of farming that's done purposely for profit. You understand? Not because I want to plant so that I can eat, my children can eat, and sustain my family only. No, we are doing this purposely for commercial purpose. You understand? Using the modern tools and technologies. You understand? That is in food security, using the modern tools to provide a lot of food. You understand? So that's exactly what agribusiness is. It's a type of farming done purposely for profit, that is to create wealth, to make money using modern tools and technology. All right, I'm already in the paid employment. I'm working for someone, I'm working for a company. You understand? I have a white collar job that I'm doing. So why should I really be bother myself about going to agriculture? You understand? Actually, there are a lot of reasons and enormous potentials in agribusiness that most of us don't really see. You get? The reason why most of us are still seeing agribusiness as a very dirty job is because we are still looking at it at that of old ways of doing this. Like I said earlier, you understand? Using cutlass. How can I be stressing myself, go to farm 247, and I grow old very fast? You understand? No, 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 no. Things have really changed. If you look at the farmers from advanced countries like China, Thailand, US, you will discover that these people, they are creating wealth, out of this what we are discussing right now. So these are the methods that we are going to be adopt as well. But before we moving much, let me quickly discuss why do we need agribusiness right now. Why do I need to invest in agribusiness? Number one, present now is highly demanded. You understand? Every day the world population is increasing. You understand? Nigeria presently, as I'm talking to you right now, we are around 200 million. That's the population of Nigeria presently. You understand? Around 200 million. And see, we are going to hit. Either you're a lawyer, a doctor, whatever, a pastor, whatever you call yourself, we are going to hit. You understand? So it makes the food, the demand for food to be very, very high. We eat 3 times a day. We can't stay without eating. You understand? So coming to farming business, you have a lot of demand. This is a line that you have a higher demand than the supply. And in every industry, when the demand is higher than the supply, there is a huge money for any investor. You understand what I'm saying now? The demand for food will always be very high, either we like it or not. You understand? And to the best part of it, this 200 million population of Nigeria, you understand, will depend on food. So that's it. And another reason is employment. See, we need to forget all those scams. You understand? Okay. I used to tell my friend that the number one recipe for disaster is those old advice, given to us by our parents. that okay, you have to go to school, then study for like 7 or thereabout years, then you get a white collar job, you become this, you become that, then you build a mansion. See, this is a lie. You understand? It's a recipe for disaster. I can't lie to you. Like seriously. Though I did not condemn education. Education is the best legacy. But what I'm saying is that this is not a priority that you are going to get a good and secure employment. Like seriously. If you are used listening to me outside there, I want you to sit down and reason. You understand? Beyond all these your 9 to 5 jobs. You understand? When it comes to agribusiness, it provides you with the best employment opportunity so far. Number one, you become your home boss. That is the sweet part of it. You will be your own CEO. You understand? That will be nothing that I have to wake up by 4 a.m. in the morning. I need to go and save someone. You understand? So, see, this thing has really secured my life. You see, I wake up anytime I want it, and I go to bed anytime I want it. All I do is to visit my farm, do the necessary thing, then I come back my home. You understand? I don't have to wait till when my boss will give me salary before I spend money. You get? So I have a secure employment with me. I even employ others to come and work with me. You understand? That's the beautiful part of agribusiness. You get? It is not that maybe okay, hey, because you late coming to work today, you have to, you have some query to answer. You get? But agribusiness, you invest your money, you understand, to generate another huge profit. You become on CEO, like I said earlier. You get? So with farming on agribusiness, you will never be jobless. That's it. You will never be jobless. Instead, you will employ others to work for you while you make money doing what you love doing. That's it. Either you believe it or not. That's what agribusiness will give you. Total freedom. You will be free financially. You understand? Another one is you're going to be a wealthy farmer. I can assure you of that. You understand? Every blessed year, millionaires are currently being made through agribusiness, through farming in Nigeria. You understand? Don't worry. At the end of this show, I'm going to give you at least 6 different people who are doing this right now in Nigeria. They are very, very popular. Apart from all the young farmers, I'm going to give you their names as we're moving on. And there is certainly no end to the purpose of creating more wealth through farming in the coming years. See, like I said, the population presently is in Nigeria is around 200 million. Okay, let's now expand that to other African countries. You understand? I think you're getting what I'm saying. Now, let us now expand that to the world population. You understand? These people will eat. Now, if what you produce only is cassava, you understand, and you know how to turn this cassava into another end product, let's say cassava starch, let's say starch or cassava flour, you understand, you package very well and you started selling, what do you expect? You're already creating wealth for yourself. And this is something that even after you die, your children can still continue. But my dear brother, my dear sister, if you are still working for a company, there is a tendency that even before you die, you're going to be fired. And if you don't fired, you can easily be sacked. Even though I don't pray that, you understand. But as we are thinking of good things, let's also be thinking of other things. But when you come to this line, see, you have your life to live. Farmers who take farming as a serious business are very rich and wealthy. I'm going to give you some examples, you understand. And another great opportunity in this life is that to Nigeria and some part of the African country, agribusiness is still remain virgin. You understand? That is, it's still very, very much untapped. Like seriously, how many farmers do we have in this country? You understand? Now we are getting to 200 million now. We are going to hit 3 times a day. You understand? And I don't think we have up to 1 million farmers. You understand? So just say this, you will discover that agribusiness, like I said, is still very much what? Virgin. It's virgin to us. Most people are yet to discover the great potential in agribusiness. That's the fact. That is the fact. Because we are still looking at it at, oh, don't mind this government. They want me to go and be, now to go to the bush, and the next thing is using cutlass, and before I reach 28, I become older than my father. No, no. There is a lot of potential in this agribusiness, and they are still very, very untapped. I told you I'm going to give you some beautiful ideas that you can venture into. So don't worry. And another thing is that governments are now understanding that if we can really go back to this agribusiness, the rate of unemployment will be very, very reduced. You understand? So if you're maybe an agriculturist outside here, I'm just saying congratulations to you, because we understand what we have in our hands. You understand? Even though this is not my line when I was in school, you understand? I'm a computer scientist, but I was able to discover this very quickly. You understand? I'm going to tell you my story so you will know why we need to go into this right now. And the best time to start building your own business empire is now. If you are still outside there thinking that, okay, there is one big company or one government is coming to give you free education, to give you employment, see, you are only deceiving yourself. This is the only untapped industry that we have in this country. Very, very virgin. And the market is gold mine. Like, seriously. I know what I'm talking about. I'm into it. You understand? The market is very, very good mine. You understand? So I can continue to giving you reasons why we need to venture into agribusiness. But see, let me give you some ideas. I believe by the time I expose you to some of this idea, then you will understand the reason of why I've created this particular course right now. I told you that agriculture plays a significant role in development of Nigeria economy. You understand? It is one of the surest ways to sustain and as well recover from the economic recession, the poverty rocking the country right now. You understand? It is the biggest economic opportunity for any African countries. You understand? So let me now share with you some beautiful business ideas in agric business. You get me? Okay. Number one, livestock farming. You understand? Livestock farming is a farming business that involves the raising of animals for commercial purpose. Don't forget, when we were defining agribusiness in the beginning, I told you that it's a type of farming business done purposely for profit, using the modern tools and technology. Nothing more than that. So now, livestock farming, that is the raising of animals for commercial purpose. And which are these animals? Just think of it. We have fish farming, poultry, snail, goats, cow, pig farming, and all others that can come to your mind. You understand? So I'm going just to be using 3 or 4 of these examples to open your eyes to what I've been saying since morning. You get? Now let's look at the fish farming industry. See, it is discovered that 5 to 6 out of Nigerians eat fish every blessed day. You understand? Now let us assume that you start a fish farming today, and in fish farming we have 2 types that are very, very common in Nigeria. We have tilapia fish farming, as well we have catfish farming. You understand? These 2 are very, very common. You understand, in Nigeria. See, out of these 2, it is discovered that 6 out of 10 Nigerians eat catfish every blessed day. That is 75 tons of catfish is being consumed every blessed week. 75,000 tons of catfish. You understand? So how many catfish farmers do we have in this country that can produce 75,000 tons every blessed week? I'm not talking about months here. I'm talking about week. Just for you to know the high value, the potential in this line only. I've not really talked about the poultry. You understand? Which deals with production of eggs and poultry meat. You understand? What about snails? You understand? Now, I am into snail farming myself. You understand? A 20, I mean 20, but just a bunch that in where we have 20 pieces of snail, we sold it at the rate of 3,000 naira. You understand? That's the market. Now, if I have let's say 100,000 snails in my snailery, I know how much I'm going to be raking in. You understand? Even let's even assuming that I'm going to be selling each of these snail at the rate of let me say 150 naira, per one. So let's make it 150 multiplied by 100,000. You understand? That's money. And one thing about the snail is that they can hatch up to 1 million. You understand? Snake can give you 1 million eggs. You understand? Within 2 to 3 months. You get what I'm saying now? So this line is very, very huge for you. That's if you know what you are doing with the modern tools. That's why I talk about the modern tools in the niche. I'm not talking about farming in the old ways. I'm talking about farming business using the modern tools. You get what I'm saying now? If you look at the picture that I used at the beginning, that's a picture of a greenhouse. I'm talking about something like this. You understand? This particular thing you are looking here, that's a picture of greenhouse. You can use it to make millions of money through the planting and farming of vegetables. You get making millions of money through vegetables. All right, so that's that on livestock farming. Okay, another profitable industry under livestock farming is what I call livestock feed production. You understand? This industry alone worth billions of dollars. Of recent, Kaduna State as well as Olam, they ventured together, they partnered together to build livestock feed production for poultry in Kaduna State. You understand? If it is not profitable, you understand? To the best of my own understanding, government will never get involved. That is the fact. You get me now? That is just the fact. That's another industry. And if you are producing livestock feed, you can pick a niche. You can be producing feed for fish only. For catfish. You understand? You can be producing for layers only. I have a friend who is producing our feed for layers. The man's in Ogun State. And as I'm talking to you, we always send out a bulk every blessed day for poultry farmers, especially during the seasons like this. Nigeria is a festive. We like merriment or something like that. You understand? We have layer season, Christmas season, Easter season, and all those things. So all those things can be turned to money through agriculture. You understand? There is another one in Ibadan who produces only for broilers. You understand? So that's just how to pick a niche, and you'll be making your money. We are still treating just only one industry now, which is livestock farming. You can see how these things, they are very wide, and the opportunity here is that you can combine one niche and another. You understand? What I mean by niche is the market. You understand? That is the fish farm market as well as the poultry market. You understand? Like us now in Nifat farm, we base on fish farming as well as the snail, and we are doing fine with it. You understand? People coming to us for both training, they buy our product. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just letting you see the beautiful side of agriculture. You understand? That is the reason why we need to go into it. The time is now. We don't have time to be wasting again. For how long you will continue building other people's dream? You understand? Why you have something you can venture into that will make you your own boss? You understand? So that's that. What about the snake farming? What about goat farming? Pig? You understand? Now let's go into another area now. Crop farming and production. See, this is the juicy part of it. Like I told you earlier, we have 200 million people in Nigeria to feed, and they will eat something. You get. So this is the farming business that deals with growing crops for use as food and fiber. For commercial production of any of the following crops: cassava, rice, wheat, plantain, pineapple, beans, and so on, the awaiting return over investment is very, very huge. Let me cite you some example here. Let me give you some example. See, in Nigeria, this is how we eat. We have rice. We can't just do without rice. You understand? Wheat, then cassava. See, these three food, they are very, very important. Thank God we are now taking on plantain. You understand? I'm going to pieces this four so you can see the potential in it. You will understand that if you venture into any of this, you can never fail. I understand what I'm talking to you. See, there is one pastor that is farming rice in this country. I'm not going to mention his name. You understand? So it won't be like an advert to anybody. You get what I'm, that is into rice farming production. This pastor is making serious money. You understand? We consume rice every blessed day, even either during the festive season or not. You fed rice this morning, yours. Either you can't just argue with that. You understand? Even if you're not taking it this morning, you are still going to take it today. It's part of what we eat every blessed day. You get? Now, let us assume that you venture into rice farming only, and you are able to produce, let's say, 120,000 bags. 120,000 bags. You understand? And this 120,000 bags, you are ready to let it go at the rate of 10,000 naira per bag. Just let us assume it that way. 10,000 naira per bag. Now let us multiply 10,000 naira multiplied by 120,000. 120,000. Do you have calculator with you? Let's just do it. You understand? Let us do this. That means you know how much we'll be raking in. You understand? Now what about wheat? What about cassava? Now there is another secret about cassava nowadays. Maybe you've not heard of it. You understand? You can now turn cassava to other products like cassava chips. We have starch from it. You have gari to make out of it. You have fufu to make out of it. Then you have cassava flour to make out of it. You now see, these are the potential. You understand? And to the best knowledge is that you can even export cassava right now. So you can just see how beautiful this industry, a lot of things that we can put our money into, instead of being jobless, complaining about one government is not doing this to us, they are not doing this, they are not doing that. See, you understand? It is high time for we youth and serious investors to come into this and just take use of these things, make use of it, the opportunity. What about the plantain? You understand? We also have plantain flour. You get? We have plantain flour, plantain chips, and some other things that plantains are being used in this industry. So a lot of things that we can use. What about processing of these crops into final products? You can base yourself into agro-processing and make serious money. You understand? So that's another industry. Here is another one. Farm equipment. See, there is a lot of things that we really don't understand here in Nigeria. Farmers can't do without the modern tools to carry out their farming activities. I mean the commercial farmers. You can't do it. You cannot use your teeth to till the ground now to make your hips. You understand? You will need machineries. So instead of abandoning all these things for government, it is a huge privilege to the private sectors, to you individuals, to invest in these things. You can be importing these machineries. You understand? If you don't know how, we can give you a helping hand. You understand? You can talk to us. You have our number. We are going to give our numbers out. You can talk to us. We are going to help you out on this. You understand? I know some people who are already tapping into this industry in Ibadan, and they are doing fine. You understand? At the end of the day, you just discover that, oh, you are already in business, and in fact, you won't have anything to blame yourself. Farmers can't just do without using the tools. I'm talking about tools like tractors. You understand? What about the poultry tools? The greenhouses construction and so on. I told you in the beginning that greenhouses are using for vegetables. You understand? And people are Nigeria are importing it. Nigeria are paying huge amount of money to get it constructed for them. You understand? So if you just know how to put in all these things, you'll be laughing, you'll be smiling to bank. That's an let's see those people in the China, the China. This most of them. This is what they are doing. You understand? They lease some of their farm equipment to farmers, and they catch on it. You get. So that's another area for you to tap to. What about agrochemicals? You can also venture into agrochemicals and be make a huge amount of money. You understand? Chemicals like fertilizers, herbicides, and so on. If you know how to, package organic fertilizer, you will just discover how the queue that you'll be having, how you're going to be receiving a serious and heavy orders from farmers who are ready to buy in large quantity from you and use it to plant their crops. So these are the areas that we can tap into. You understand? Now, what about agro-processing? I mentioned it earlier. This agro-processing alone worth millions of naira, like seriously. And Nigeria are just waking up to this industry. Now, when we're talking of agro-processing, it is divided into two: crop processing as well as livestock processing. I told you that under crop processing, turning off those crops into end products like flour, starch, and those things. While livestock farming, processing of poultry, processing of fish, you understand, even forest wood, a lot of things. The industry is still very much new to Nigeria and fragile. As you can see, it was revealed that an overwhelming $10 billion private sector investment opportunity exists in agro-food industry. You understand? So if you can just venture into this, and the equipment here, you can get them here in Nigeria. I'm talking to you. You understand? You can get the equipment right here in Nigeria. The installation, they are very, very simple. You understand? If you need help in any of this industry that I've talked about, just pick your call, pick my number and call me. You understand? Then if I talk about this opportunity and I will meet this last one, that means I'm not really ready to help you. I'm talking about non-oil export business. Now, when we're talking of non-oil export business, we're talking of exporting of agro products. See, most of us are now coming to this as well, but still the industry is wide. It's more than just what few people can cover. You understand? When we're talking of non-oil export, this is not just lucrative, but a good mine. It is full of potentials and very easy to set up if you are informed. That is, if you have the full knowledge and training on this. Taking up going to agribusiness that you can start in the next 3 days. You understand? Then non-oil export business is the correct answer to this. The benefits include: one, apart from the fact that you can start small, you understand, dealing with individual, then later grow your business, dealing with companies and major distributors over there. You will be earning in foreign currencies. You understand? Great opportunity to meet foreign investors and also expand your business. Now, this is why I'm going to be telling you how I even got into agribusiness myself. See, a few years ago, where I was in school, you understand, just like you or many youths who are there jobless, maybe today I will have been one of those jobless youths as well. Because in my industry, we're dealing with code. You understand now? You have to be computer sciences. You know what I mean by that. You understand? So if you are not hired by a company, then it's either you stay at your parents' house waiting for the day, carry out one certificate, your certificate from one place to another, looking for a job. You become jobless. This is what I said. It's when we started this session. You understand? But thank God. So I met one of my friends who happened to be an outside guy. Although I've shared this in one of my previous videos, you can just go now watch it. You understand? This guy doesn't stay over the weekend. You understand? He traveled. You get. So one day I just called him. You used to travel, guy. What's the secret? And this guy lived a very, I mean, he lived large. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Why most of us that we believe that we are from a better ourselves, and we looking at what could be his secret. So when I just moved to him, I talked to him, guy. What then he opened up to me that okay, this is what I used to do over the weekend. Most of you discover that I don't stay at school. Fine, I do part-time business. Are you serious about this? Then he got me introduced into the business and I started. And before the last year in school, I just discovered that wow, the guy I started also making in good catch. I'm talking about myself right now. And what I was doing then, working with someone, you understand, moving from north down to the Yoruba part. What we do is we load truck. You understand? That was when I started learning this export business along the line. So in the year 2012, then I give it a go myself. You understand? That was the first year I exported on my own. And ever since then, I've seen that putting your money into this agribusiness is a forever vision that will come true. This is the best thing that's ever happened to me in life. You understand? Because like seriously, like I'm not joking about this. I will have been one of those jobless youths roaming about the streets. You understand? And that's what makes some people to be they get frustrated. So they just need to join one or two things, spoil the mission. Because if you spend good 7 years in school and at the end of the day you discover that nothing for you, a lot of strike, they wasted your time, do all those things. You understand? I'm not asking anybody to be a dropout, but I'm just telling you that if you're a youth out there, this is the time for you to make use of your time. It is not, you don't have to wait till when you get to 40. You understand? Till when you even, the moment you get married now, you won't be able to change anything. Even your television, it's very difficult for you to change from one TV channel to the other. This is the time you can make things happen. You understand? So that's how that my friend introduced me to this export business. I started from local area there before I got into the international recognition. And today, as I'm talking to you, I've worked with several individuals, several corporate and private sectors, a lot of orders still coming in as I'm talking to you. So now our export business is a good mind for you if you know how to do that. You understand? And if something you really want to give a go, you understand, I've been giving out trainings on export business and agricultural business as well. You understand, especially in the area of livestock farming as well as crop production. You understand? You can easily call me on this line. You can call me on 09068515601. You understand? So you can reach me on that line, 09068515601, or you can visit my website at www.agrokits.com.ng. You understand? Let me put it on the screen so you can see. You can reach me, that is, you can call me on 09068515601. That's my line to call. Or if you love to go into export business right now and some other training, I have a portal, you understand, where I've been teaching people how they can go into any of these profitable business. We have our farm estates in our here, that is in Ondo, if you love to come. So you can go to for export business, go to http://exportmonarchos2. You understand? You'll be able to download the video from that area. It's also a video section like this, and it contains 6 modules from what you need to export. You understand? Especially how you can get started immediately. I lay an emphasis on that because I hate seeing youth. You understand? At some age the parents will be expecting us as in to be giving back, But we just discover that even you that are supposed to be giving, you are still the one taking from them. It doesn't really sound, it doesn't make sense to me. You understand? It doesn't make sense to me. So when I try to interview some youth, I discover that they really want to do, but they don't know how. I think you get what I'm saying now. Some people really want to do, but they don't know how. So that's why we created this channel purposely to teach everybody, to give out the idea, to train you. We have on farm training. That's why I gave out my number. I have something you would love to come and join us. You understand? We have on farm training. If you wish to join us, there's no problem about that. Just give us a call. And for export business, I've shown you where to log on to. You understand? Just go over there. You will see a video clip there. Download it. You understand? Once you download, you follow the steps inside the video. You get the video teaches you all about how to get started in 72 hours. You understand? Then the products that we are selling ourselves, that is the product we are exporting ourselves, the agricultural products, we give it out. Okay, let me give you some insights into this agriculture and into this export business. Do you know that Nigeria makes over 13.5 billion naira in the second quarter of this year on cashew export alone? Cashew nut export alone. You understand? While the sesame seed also gave us 7.5 billion naira. I'm talking about billion here. 7.5 billion naira and some other products like that. All these things is what you are going to discover. You will discover where to get them in large quantity. You understand? You will also discover how to get the genuine buyers for them, because this is the major things in export business. Even if you know how, if you are the best product and yet you don't have buyer, you are still wasting your time. So on that video that I gave out the link just now, on module 4 we discuss where you're going to get the buyer. Go over here and download it. Just go over here now, go and download it right away. Just go to that place and download it. You understand? So the video 4 will reveal to you how to get the buyers. You understand? While the video 2, video 3 reveal the type of products you need to be selling, and most especially how to package your product for the export industry. So thank you for being part of this session since morning. It's been around 30 to 40 minutes. We'll be talking on agro business, that is an opportunity in agribusiness, something we can venture into, something we can put our money into, something that we can put our money right now, we can invest in and make serious money. Like I told you earlier on, this idea that pointing out to you, these are the area that you can venture into, and I'm serious about it. You can start tomorrow. You get, don't think that there is someone coming from one angle to come and give you money, or to come and give you source of income or something like that. You need to take your hands. You understand? You get what I'm saying now? You need to live your life. You need to start dreaming right now. Have a vision of where you are going to. You understand? See, President Olusegun Obasanjo leave presidency and go back to Songwater to start what? You understand? Obasanjo farms, and from that farm today now, they are making millions of money. Either you like it or not, you can't stop them from doing it. Either you believe in agribusiness or not, those who are making it, they are making it. Look at former president as well, Goodluck Jonathan. He's also in fish farming. Yes. Look at former vice president from the north area, Abubakar. The man is also into this agribusiness. A lot of them like that. Kaduna State, they are putting their money into it. A lot of people like that. Look at sheep farm in Ogun State. Also, they are doing fine. And we at Nival Farmer as well, we have a lot of our products in the market, like seriously. So this is the best time you too can join us. This is the best time you can start living the life that you've been dreaming for a long time ago, like seriously. Don't forget that agribusiness is the best way to go right now, and one of them that you can start tomorrow is export business. You understand? So that is where I'm going to leave you for today. And if you are going to call me, you can reach me like 09068515601, or to download export monarch course. You understand? You can visit this link. Thank you. God bless.